morning, class, the receiving school students and teachers.
Good morning, this is Watagas.
How are you all this morning?
We are very well, thank you. And how are you this morning?
Very well, just like your thank you. Our receiving school students and teachers, this is our last time to be in this Kukri house that belongs to Jobet of Papua New Guinea Institute of Education. And we are with our last lesson, which is on own recipes. Now you have been told in the previous lesson that the next lesson will be on own recipes. That is, the students from the Kukri book that they have formulated or they have made, they are to choose one recipe from one of their friends in the group to cook that recipe. And so we are here in this Kukri house once again for the last time to go through our cooking of their own food dishes from the recipes that the students themselves formulated or they wrote. Now, our previous lesson was on table setting. We had a guest teacher, Mrs. Tageni. Now, just go through quickly what we have learned so far from Mrs. Tageni. So, I will have a few questions for students to try to answer them. Now, our first question is about the three main meals. Mrs. Tageni told us about the three different meals that we have in a day. Now, from the three meals, one of them is known as the main meal, which is dinner. Now, why is it called the main meal out of those three meals in a day? Why is dinner the main meal? I can have someone to give the answer to this question. Okay, we have Paul D. Thank you, Paul. Why is dinner the main meal of the day?
Because when we eat and sleep, food works in our body.
Very good, thank you. Now, it is main meal because that is the heaviest meal you have. Now, here I am saying heaviest meal. Somebody can tell us what I mean by heaviest meal. Why do I say dinner is the heaviest meal of the day? Helen?
Because that's when you eat a lot of food.
Very good, thank you. Dinner is where you eat a lot of food. So much more than what you eat for breakfast and lunch. Now, just like Paul has said, dinner is known as main meal because we eat so much, and we eat so much in order that while we are asleep at night, the body uses the food to do some work. So don't forget that you and I may be fast asleep at night, but our body still works. If we are asleep and our body also goes to sleep, what happens? If I can have someone to tell me. If our body decides to sleep together with us at night, what happens? Violet?
You'll die.
Yeah, that's the end of you. We don't expect to see you the next day alive. Okay? So that is why dinner is known as the main meal, and that is where we eat so much. Now, we also looked at table setting, actually. Mrs. Tageni did a demonstration on table setting. Now, William, if you can tell us where your knife should go. Which side of your table? Where should the knife go?
On the right side.
Very good, on the right side. Now, why is the knife put on the right side of the table? Why is the knife put on the right side of the table? Edward? Why is the knife put on the right side of the table?
You eat because we eat left in you cut for food.
Okay, can somebody help Edward with that? Edward is trying to tell us about the reason or the purpose for putting the knife on the right side of the table where you actually sit down to have your breakfast. Can someone help Edward and complete where he finished off? Rachel? If we can have Rachel.
Because you get the knife to slice the hard foods and use the fork.
Okay, good, thank you. Now you have the knife on your right, so you're able to cut whatever you need to cut freely. See? You have fork on your left, knife on your right. So the fork on the left holds down whatever you have, and the right hand can easily cut whatever food you have to have. Now, our lesson today is on free cooking. Free cooking. I can have someone to tell me what that free cooking actually is. Elisa, what is free cooking?
Means cooking your own recipe.
Yeah, you are freely cooking whatever you want to cook. The previous lessons, you were directed. I directed you what to do and all that, and you didn't. This time now, you are going to do your own cooking. You are free to do. However, you have to cook, following whatever methods you have. Now, we will be actually cooking our own food dish. Our own food dish. So each group should have already decided on the food dish that you are going to cook, and you should have all your ingredients with you. And with those ingredients, every group member should help each other to try to get your food dish done. Now, lesson activity, you are to follow the methods you have for your food dish. Every group, you have your own food dish. So whoever is the writer of the food dish or recipe will have to instruct the others what you are going to do first until you finish with whatever food dish you have to do for consumption. Now, a key phrase for this lesson is free cooking of own food dish. I'd like you to also take note of the next lesson activity, which is on evaluation of the terms, lessons, and activities. Now, your homework, I'd like you to think about, start from the beginning of this term until now, all the lessons that we have learned and the different activities that we have done. So you start thinking about what you have learned and what you have done, so you are prepared for the next lesson. This is to the receiving school students. Your friends here, they all have their own food or their ingredients they have brought. So now they are going to be working in those groups to start cooking whatever food they have decided to cook. And with that, good morning class, the receiving school students.
Good morning, Mrs. Watlangas. And thank you for your lesson.
Okay, thank you. I believe cooking on the fire will be faster than on the kerosene stove. And I can see that some of our friends are already out making their fire. So if you find that it's very slow on the kerosene stove, we are Papua New Guineans to start making fire to do your cooking.
Okay, squid crocodile. Man, do that here. Come out to the here. Brendan, come. I want to pour you put it to one boy. Boys are going to help you.
Yeah, and then you put make sure you copy, make sure you send that.
7, Raylene. Okay, Raylene to group 3, Daira.
Pour some.
Bring the what? The banana plastic. Bring the plastic bill.
Pour some more.
Okay, Raylene there, Daira there. You're going with you.
Give me flour.
Okay, it's not your fault.
Let me flour bowl.
No strainer.
Okay. Put this one, see? Use this one to push it up. Go, see? What that's like. Right there. Okay. And sisters, they had no match, I used that.
And then I wish you group.
Okay, Larry up.
We're doing Malubi rice, but they didn't follow the instructions. We are doing another thing, something like fried rice.
Yeah, sleep Christmas. Brendan masih missing. Studio kami missing. Come.
I don't know to do
Ada di main.
Correct.
Hey, Justin.
Wait, let me cut it go.
Cubes now.
Cubes now. Next time, sorry.
Mi ba? Yeah, mi tahu. Mi tahu apa film na? Mi tahu apa? Memang yang primera.
Pineapple
Like pineapple, and then put it in there. And this one. one.
No,
Yeah,
add this one and then later you put this.
Yeah.
Put this
Put
one
the
inside and
take
then
the
you
water
sprinkle.
out and then I'll drink.
Empty is not with water kain guys.
Okay. Melincoln, what again? Okay, I'm making myself confused. Go and wash this one. Wash it properly, clean.
Explain. चलो
Take some firewood out.
Pari ba?
No, ito.
That take fell in now.
What about fishes for coconut?
Yeah, just the one.
Okay, don't add water into that one. Okay, just squeeze that one in. You see?
That's the main ingredient.
Last one now.
Start mixing. Okay, that's enough.
Okay, mixing the chol na tayo pag That's it.
That's enough.
Ano ko siya na plastic ko?
Like that. Mix it. Where's the strings? Is it what? One scoop. Are you sure you smash properly? Smash them good. I'll get that. Smash them properly. I know it's a bag.
No, it's in blah blah. Yeah, fine.
Students in the receiving schools, I have 7 groups in the class, and as you have heard me earlier, every group is cooking different recipes. I will be starting with this group and going around to every group, and they will be sharing with you the food recipe that they are cooking, and the student who wrote up this recipe or the owner of the recipe will be telling us briefly about what recipe food dish they are cooking and how it's going to be cooked. So this is group 1, and we have Helen. Helen is the owner of this recipe, so Helen will tell us the name of the food dish and how it's going to be cooked.
The food dish is called sosoro, and it's
You can tell us where it's from.
It's from the Motlak Island, from North Solomons. Basically, you just need sago, banana, and coconut. And then what you do is you smash the bananas in a big dish, mash them until they're really smashed, and then add in the sago. After you add in the sago,
Can you put that one on? How you
add in.
Put one on the what leaves?
I don't know. Okay. Basically, you just add it into the leaves, and then you add it into the leaves, and then tie it up, and then it goes into a saucepan which is already boiling. Goes into the saucepan, and then we leave it for about an hour, and then it comes out. We cut it into little pieces, and we add in the coconut cream. That's how it is
Very
done.
good, thank you. That is group 1. That's the food dish is called sosoro, and it comes from Motlok Island in North Solomons province. Now we go to the next group, group 3, and then we can come to the other groups later. This is another group we have also from the class. And I will have the owner of the food recipe to tell us where the name of the food dish, where the food dish is from, which province, and briefly tell us how it's done and it's cooked. If we can have the owner of the food dish. Who is the owner of the food dish? Angeline.
Okay, the food dish I'm preparing right now is from the Central Province, Rigo district, a village called Giniwolo in Rigo. This is called Pariwa, Bariva in Rigo language. And it's with sago, ripe banana, and coconut milk. That's all.
Okay, Angeline, now you have your recipe here. What happens after this? Once you have it in the dish, so what's going to happen after this?
Okay. I'm gonna get a banana leaf. This is the banana leaf. And then I have to only have, save only 1 spoon and put it in here.
Okay, so if you can show us how you are doing it. I think you have already done one there. Okay. Thank you. Then what happens after that?
No, the one we are.
Okay, so you can see Angeline has this one. She got them ready. These are especially for tying this food dish. So she will be using that to tie the food dish. So after you tie it, where does it? What happens?
It goes in the pot.
Hot, boiling water. Okay, good. Thank you. So students, this is similar to what you have seen Sosoro, the food dish from Motlok Island. This is similar. However, this is a different name. That depends on the province where it's from. So this is from Central Province, as you have heard, particularly from Rigo, and it is called Bariwa. Is it, Angeli? Okay, good. Thank you. We are once again with another group. This is group 5. And the owner of the food dish is Hayano. So Hayano will just tell us briefly the name of the food dish and how it's done.
The name of this food dish is the potato and pineapple salad. Mostly we boil the potatoes.
So you
And
have
then-
the potatoes. That's the pineapple.
The potatoes. Okay, while the potatoes are boiling, peel the pineapple and cut into little pieces. When the potatoes are boiled, put in a dish and then place it in the fridge to get cold. Okay, why we put it in the fridge is so that the skin of the potato can come out easily. Okay, once it's cold, cut it up into pieces. Put the pineapples with the potatoes, and for decoration you can just add on spring onion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Hayano. Since that your ingredients are ready, if you can just show us what you just told us with your friends. Gima, Jennifer, you've just said Hayano go through the method, so if you can do, with the instruction of Hayano, just do what you are supposed to do. So Hayano, just tell them what they should do.
It's okay.
You hold a dish and stir it one. Then after that, what is
Sorry, I forgot about the mayonnaise. We'll put in the mayonnaise in.
okay. So you have put the pineapple pieces into your potatoes. Now what goes on?
The mayonnaise
Okay,
goes
so
in.
if you can add that one on. Don't forget you have another dish, a bowl here. Yeah, I'm going to every group. Somebody can get another spoon and stir that one. Clean hands. Make sure your hands are clean when you do. That fork fell. Make sure the fork is washed. Don't leave it there. Go and wash it. Thank you, Tassie. You hold it, Francis. So you need to put some more, or that's enough?
For that one, you can put some more. Okay, yeah.
So receiving school students, this is potato salad, is it?
Yeah.
And it's ready now to be consumed. They already put in the other ingredients in. Once, so what do you call that?
Spring onion.
Okay, so
It's just
why do you? It's
just something so that the food can look
just
nice.
attraction, decoration. Okay, so this spring onion is a decoration for the salad they've made. So after they add the spring onions, the salad is ready to be consumed. Okay, good. If you can add your spring onions.
No. Okay.
Thank you. So group 5, their salad is, potato salad is now ready to be consumed. So as your group is ready now, you don't have to wait for the other groups. You can serve however you want to serve it and eat. You do that. You don't have to wait for the other groups. Thank you. Okay, we are with group 7. Group 7 and the owner of the recipe is Edrin. So Edrin will tell us the name of the food dish. And she has, you can see she has a lot of bowls with a lot of ingredients. There's meat there, vegetables, tomatoes, onions, eggplant. And she has rice there. So she's going to tell us about this food dish, Edrin.
Okay, the name of the food dish is Malubi rice. First, as you can tell, our rice is already cooked. We are going to fry it differently. First, we are going to fry the vegetables and the pork. And after that, we'll mix it with the rice. And we'll fry it together.
Okay, so what's really happening is that they will be actually frying this one. These are all the additional ingredients. So they fry all this one together in a saucepan. And then another saucepan, they fry the rice. And then all the rest of the ingredients goes in and they mix that one up together and fry it, and your food is ready. Okay, thank you, Adrian and your friends. Students, we are once again with another group. And you can see there is a clay pot. They're not cooking just like you have seen the other groups cooking inside in the pot, saucepans on the kerosene stove. They are outside here with clay pot. And I will have the owner of the recipe, Bobby, to tell us where the recipe is from, the name of the food dish, and how it's going to be done.
The recipe is from Milne Bay side, and the name of the food dish is, we call it Mona. Some they do it out of flour, but as for us, we're doing it on the banana.
Okay, so what are you going to do with the banana since that your pot is boiling?
Okay, we'll wait for the first boil. The first boil is already gone. The second one is gone, and then we'll wait for the last one. Then after the last one, we throw in the bananas. Then let it boil for a while, and then we start mixing it around with the pero.
Okay, so what is is it ready for the bananas to go in?
No, not just one more boil.
One more boil. So what do you mean by boil?
If it boils and then when it goes down, it leaves some mud on the side of the watermelon.
Okay. So you are
On that.
you are able to tell. Okay,
Yeah.
see, students in the receiving schools. What Bobby is saying is that he said they have to have about 3 boils now. How they are able to tell the different boils? If you look at the side of the water in the pot, once the pot boils, it goes and it leaves sort of a layer around the pot. So once they see that one, they know that that is probably the first boil or second boil, third boil, and then they put the rest of the ingredients in. Thank you. We will just come back to see what how they are going to add on the rest of the ingredients. Students, we've seen Angeline in the cookhouse. She just told us where the recipe is from. It's the recipe Bariwa from Central Rigo. And now a pot is ready, so the next thing that she has to do is to, Angeline will tell us what she's going to do with this.
Okay. And now I'm gonna put it in the boiling pot, and then I'll leave it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'll take it out and it will be ready to be eaten.
Okay, good, thank you. So if you can put your water in.
Can I help you?
Boys, put some more fire in. So em by
Face it
boil,
like
look him, em no boil good. Put in some fire.
I'm boil finish.
Yeah, okay, but you have to put some more in. You have to put some across there, over there. And that one here, so it's... Okay, you have to leave, wind is blowing, so yeah, leave that one up to block the
Go
wind.
Trisha to tell Trisha to come and time. The one is sweet there.
Okay, so once it's
20.
you give some time and it boils, you take it out. What do? You are going to take out the leaves, remove the leaves, and then you have it. Okay, thank you. We are back again with Bobby from Mona. Is it Food Dish Mona from the Mill Bay? The liquid they have in the pot is boiled and it's ready for the other ingredients to be put in. So that is what they are going to do. We can have you going to put your what in. Slowly, so you don't bend yourself. What happened?
No, we need to.
You can see how these boys put the stones in a way where the clay pot can sit down nicely, and so we can see the clay pot is sitting nicely because of how the stone has been laid. Put in your ingredients. What happens after this?
We wait for it to boil a little bit and we stir it around to prevent the bananas from getting stuck on the clay pot.
And then
Then we let it boil for a while and we'll see the coconut cream is like turning like oil type when it's clear, and that's when we stir it a little bit and then take it out, and then it's ready.
So what's going to happen is that they're going to let it boil, and this coconut milk will actually turn to oil, coconut oil. So they will have to keep on adding fire until the coconut milk in the clay pot turns to oil, and that's where the food dish is ready for them to remove it and they will have it. Thank you. Do you have to squeeze some more or that's enough?
That's enough.
Okay, we are with the last group, and the owner of the food dish is Tulanga. So I will have Tulanga to tell us, like we have heard from the other groups, where the name of the food dish, where it's from, and how they got the food dish cooked. Tulanga?
This food dish is, in English, they say, they call it coconut banana, but in a village in the Rigo province district, we call it New Biku. We got the banana. We peeled it and first we boiled it. But for some, they just peeled the banana and they mashed it. But for us, we got the banana and we put it in the pot. Okay, it turned yellow, and then we got it. We mashed it. We got the coconut for little bit of water inside. Okay, we squeezed it, and then the coconut milk was not like, it was not hot, so we had to put it inside. We put it inside. It was finished. Okay, we mashed it again. We gave it a taste, but it was good. It was sweet.
Okay, thank you, Tulanga. So your food dish comes from?
In the Central Province.
Central Province, which particular area?
Rigo District. Rigo.
So, students, we have just seen 2 food dishes from Rigo area, Central Province. A lot of them have to do with banana. So we have seen one called Bariva, that's from Rigo area, and also another one also from Rigo area. Thank you, Tulanga and your friends. Receiving schools, that's where we end our lesson, especially our last lesson on practical. We have had 4 lessons so far. The first one we had was on processing. That was on making lemon juice. The second one we had was on preserving. We did pawpaw pickles. Then we did one of the moist eat methods, the stewing, and we did chicken. We also had a table setting on breakfast, one of the 3 meals in a day. And this is the last lesson on practical cooking for this term, and especially it's on free cooking. So you have just seen all your friends from different groups talking to you, sharing with you where their food dish is from and how this food dish is made. Maybe you have some of the food dish you have seen, maybe you do the same food dish, but you have different names for them. So I hope if there are some that you do not know that you've just seen your friends doing, I hope you will try them out in your own time at your homes. Thank you.